Today we're looking at the Temperance Movement. Hello, welcome to the Daily Bellringer. Please don't forget to subscribe and take a look at the questions down in the description. Also, don't forget to check out dailybellringer.com where you'll find more resources that go with many of the Bellringer videos. The Temperance Movement was a social and political campaign during the 19th and early 20th centuries that aimed to reduce or eliminate the consumption or drinking of alcoholic beverages. The temperance movement emerged in response to the widespread social issues associated with alcoholic consumption. During the 19th century, alcohol abuse was a major concern, leading to problems such as domestic violence, poverty, and health issues. The movement sought to address these issues by advocating for moderation or complete abstinence from alcohol. The movement gained significant support from religious groups and reformers who believed in the moral and social benefits of abstinence or restraining oneself from drinking alcohol. Many saw alcohol as a threat to family values and individual well-being. As a result, temperance societies were formed, organizing rallies, lectures, and educational campaigns to promote their cause. One of the prominent organizations that played a crucial role in the temperance movement was the Women's Christian Temperance Union, or W.C.T.U. Founded in 1874 in Cleveland, Ohio, the W.C.T.U. was led by women who believed that alcohol was the root cause of many social problems. During a time in American history where women had little to no political voice, these women worked tirelessly to raise awareness about the negative effects of alcohol and urged lawmakers to pass legislation to restrict the availability of alcohol. The first president of the W.C.T.U. was Annie Wittenmeyer, who would aid in establishing over 1,000 local affiliate chapters of the W.C.T.U. across the United States. Later, temperance leader Frances Willard would expand the agenda or goals of the W.C.T.U. to include voting rights for women and improving working conditions for laborers. One tactic or strategy the W.C.T.U. members would use was standing outside bars or saloons to pray and confront customers going into the saloons. It's estimated that the W.C.T.U. was responsible for closing down more than 1,000 saloons. One argument for why people decided to drink alcohol was that there was no places in public to get clean, fresh water. In response, supporters of the temperance movement raised funds to build fountains known as temperance fountains in cities across the United States. Arguably the most well-known or infamous of the temperance movement leaders was Carrie Nation. Nation became well known for her radical and aggressive approach to fighting against the consumption of alcohol. In the 1890s, she became famous for storming into taverns with a hatchet and then smashing liquor bottles. Between 1900 and 1910, Nation was arrested more than 30 times for what she called hatchetations, or attacks on drinking establishments. Nation's strategies, although extreme, did help the temperance movement to gain more attention nationwide. In addition to the W.C.T.U., other temperance organizations were established during the late 1800s. The Anti-Saloon League, or ASL, became a very strong lobbying group, or in other words, an organization that attempts to persuade lawmakers to pass or oppose certain laws. The ASL gained influence at the federal level of government, but also in many state legislatures, urging politicians to pass laws to stop or slow the drinking of alcohol. Their goal was to eventually have what they called a dry nation, or in other words, a nation where alcohol was not available. One of the major achievements of the movement was the implementation of Prohibition laws and eventually the adoption of the 18th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. And to learn more about the 18th Amendment, check out my video devoted to the passage of Prohibition. Prohibition, enacted in the United States from 1920 to 1933, made the production, sale, and transportation of alcoholic beverages illegal. While the intention was to reduce social issues associated with alcohol, Prohibition had mixed results. During the Roaring Twenties, the consumption of alcohol actually rose despite alcohol being made illegal. Prohibition led to the rise of illegal speakeasies and the underground alcohol trade, which lent itself to the rise in power of organized crime in larger cities. Eventually, Prohibition was repealed or canceled with the passage of the 21st Amendment in 1933. Despite its challenges, the temperance movement had a lasting impact on American society. It contributed to the cultural shift towards more responsible drinking habits and increased awareness of the potential harms of alcohol abuse. The movement also paved the way for future advocacy efforts related to public health and social issues. So with that, hopefully you learned something, and thanks for watching.